Hello to my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on in your cards here. Let's see what kind of week you're going to have. This reading is for the 4th through the 12th of August. Yes. Let's start out with an intention. Let's set an intention. Sending lots of love and light to everyone. I've already prayed over your cards, already cleared the space. So let's see what's... Ooh, this card jumped out. The cycle is over. Move forward. The cycle is over. Move forward. Okay. Nice. So by now you all know that you rule 11th house. So let's get into it. All right. So I'm seeing here at the bottom of the deck, the Temperance card here. And then at the top of the deck, Universe. So the Universe is in your favor. And something has balanced out here. Something has balanced out here. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we have the Temperance card and also the Universe card. So something is already in your favor. You're seeing things from a higher frequency here. Universe is in your favor here. So let's start out with this spread. Like I said, the cycle is over. You're moving forward. And like I said, you all rule 11th house. I'm talking to you wherever Aquarius is in your birth chart. So let's, like I said, get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is on my website. Please pull your birth chart. Go to queenamunra.com. Go to queenamunra.com. If you want to get your Intuit candles here, that's where you can get them from, or you can just reach out to me directly. But we're going to get into it. 11th house is all about friendship and community, right? And so I do feel like because you all are a pretty innovative zodiac sign and you're moving forward, you've already planned ahead for your future, like in terms of just like your North Node, 10th house, right? And so what is the situation sort of like what's happening in Aquarius's situation? What's happening in your current situation? So in other words, you're already, since you see things from a higher frequency and the universe is already in your favor, just looking at your cards here, you already are ahead of something, right? So yeah, you can wake up from any kind of nightmare that you may have been possibly thinking about, like any kind of nightmares that you may have been talking about, you know, in the past. You can kind of sort of move on from that. So if you've been still, and I feel like you are, I feel like you have, I feel like you've moved on from past nightmares. Yeah, so 9 symbolizes completion, release, acceptance, reflection, fulfillment, and then swords is weeks. So for maybe like for the last 9 weeks or so, someone may have had nightmares. Something could have triggered it. So keep this in mind too, like what you read, like if you're reading books or if you're watching movies, things that you may see on social media, anything that could, like think about it, anything in your ear gate or eye gate. You all are thinkers, like, you know, air signs. You all are thinkers. Your mind is always just going, going, going. And so anything that will have your mind just kind of, that's why you got to be real careful, like in your element. Anything could come through the air, you know, for you as an air sign, right? So think about that. Be very mindful of that. You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer, right? And so anything could have you waking up, you know, in the middle of the day, middle of the night, whatever your, like if you work, whatever your shift is, like anything could have you waking up, like, you know, ooh, okay, all these cards wanted to flip out. Okay, so let's go with it. At least cards want to flip out. Okay, so I'm seeing success here for you, right? So someone could have awakened from just some things. Because I was gonna ask, source, like, what's a problem that you're facing, or like any obstacles standing in your way? Maybe because remember, Nine of Swords speaks to Gemini, not a Gemini, right? But remember, Mercury, which rules Gemini, is currently in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. We're not talking about a Leo or a Gemini. But maybe people said to you that you would never be successful, right? And that may have really caused somebody nightmares. Maybe you're at a major change in your life right now. Remember, you're ruled by Saturn, right? So if you're at a major change in your life right now and people told you you would never be successful, those could be playing in your ear right now. This judgment, constantly being judged, could be like kind of ringing in someone's ear. Maybe you started a business. Remember, Saturn is currently retrograde. We have 5 planets that are retrograde. Judgment card is currently retrograde. So that could be, you know, constantly hearing you would never be successful, and so you had to make some kind of a decision. You and somebody had to make some kind of a decision, right? Maybe you and somebody heard the same thing, right? So making a decision here, somebody has a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path, and making a decision that, hey, you are going to be successful. Source puts you wherever Source puts you so that you can be successful. So here, a tower is happening. You're having a total recall of some things. But guess what? Because 3 planets right now are retrograde in Aries. We're not talking about in Aries, but 3 planets are retrograde in Aries. Neptune is retrograde in Aries. Chiron is retrograde in Aries. And Saturn, which is one of your ruling planets, is retrograde in Aries. Chiron speaks right to your deepest wounds, right? Chiron is that planet that goes straight to your deepest wounds, right? And so that's, again, please pull your birth chart. Because if somebody told you, oh, you would never be successful without them, imagine before you get to 9 of Swords, you had to get 8 of Swords. That's somebody telling you right in your face, like, oh, you're never going to be anything. You're never going to amount to anything. Or 7 of Swords, people talking about you behind your back, oh, like smirking, oh, that person's not smart enough, or, just basically belittling every little thing that you do, and so those things hit hard when when things don't work out well for you, constantly hearing that, how cold-hearted people can be, right? The smirks, the sneers, the cackles, the giggles, the mean-hearted stuff, the cold-hearted stuff, right? So you're going to have to keep that kind of stuff outside of your vault door. You cannot let that in your vault door, that mean-spirited energy, right? You're going to have to use wisdom. You're going to have to use wisdom. That's foolish to let that in. So you saw how many cards just kind of sort of fell out with that. Anybody that's connected to people that's like that, that's going to be a no for you. That's not supportive. It's not helpful. So yeah, so that was wow. Okay. We couldn't even get to the third question for spirits. If somebody has really gone through it, like in terms of just mean girl, mean guy, spirited energies, and all of this is backed by a full organization, so like no support. And I'm not trying to put somebody in victim mode. Somebody has been, victimized. So this is where you pour into you. This is where you say, you're seeing something from a higher frequency. So you just don't need it. You don't need another sword in your back. You don't need another, somebody got to be that cold-hearted, to test you. No, you're sailing on. You're sailing on. You're not foolish enough to wait for the last sword to come through your door before you move on. Yeah, so the cycle is over. Just move forward. So, yeah, so let's see. Long ago events, source that could have influenced and shaped the current issue or situation for Aquarius. Yeah. So I do see you being successful. I see you being successful because you did move on. You were wise enough to move on. This connects us with the Hermit card right here. Somebody got the message loud and clear that someone is just very cold-hearted, and who's behind that cold-heart spirit, right? And so people are having a tower moment right now that you've made a decision. You have made a decision to, hey, roll out You have made a decision to rise above judgment, and I see you being very, very successful. So yeah, so I do see a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path, but you're not going through any more nightmares. Yeah, there's only but so much people can take of constantly hearing, the you're not smart enough, you're never going to amount to anything. There's only so much people can take. So yeah, kudos and congratulations to whoever you are, for real. Like, you're not a fool. Who has time for that? Yeah, leave that for real. Whoever you are, leave all of that kind of energy outside of your vault door. These people don't need to know what is going on in your life, period. Let them sit on the sidelines and hear it from other people. You're seeing something from a higher frequency. All right, so again, let's see what else is going on. So, distant past, yeah, and then recent past here. So, anything in the recent past, source? All right, anything in the recent past, because this looks like it's your strength. You listening to wisdom. The Tower card lets me know that you're a prayer warrior. Lets me know that you prayed about some things. You got real clear on some things. At this point, somebody is so sensitive because of the things that you've heard. Any kind of sarcasm, like if you say that you want to go to school, or if you wanted to pursue anything, any sarcasm that you hear from someone, a smirk or anything that is just showing no support whatsoever, you're out. You're done. You're done with people. You've already heard it enough. Somebody's been hearing this for years, right? So the past 5 years for you, when people do that cold-hearted stuff outside of your vault door, you're done. All right, so here we have near future for you. So your short-term future and how things might turn out for you. You know what I'm also picking up for you too is this right here. So somebody may or may not be in a love relationship, but I see you partnering. This is what Source has for you right here. I see you partnering with people who are very warm spirit and people who have risen above judgment though. These are energies who are, and I picked this up for you all in another reading as well. People who are very, very supportive. Source knows exactly who to link you up with. I'm telling you, this is good. Source knows exactly who to connect you with. Yeah. Leaving some energies in the past. Yeah, Source is putting you with some very compassionate energies that's really helping bring some things to light for you. That really believe in your gifts. And so, yeah, you definitely want to believe in your gifts too. Okay. Yeah, something else is coming to me. But anyway, there's some things that you need to keep. So this connects us with secrets as well. You need to keep some things really close to the cuff until some things have completed. Okay. Keep some things to the cuff, close to the cuff until they are done, until they are complete. Yeah. Because this also connects us with the end, and it also connects us to secrets. So you need to keep, now that Source has exposed, remember the sun illuminates the moon, right? So you need to keep some things close to the cuff, a secret, hidden, right, until you are complete. Because Source has already partnered you with some energies. We're not even talking about romantically, right? Source has already partnered you with some energies. So, yeah, you're good. I'm telling you, whoever you are, you're good. Source has already put you in contact with some energies. So this is where you don't get online bragging about who you're connected with, none of those things. Source is like, okay, your energy is directed outward. This is where you are low-key. This is where you're low-key, okay? Keep it under wraps until something is complete. This is where you're low-key. Keep all that cold type of energy outside of your vault door. Somebody has had enough of those types of spirits altogether. So yeah, nice. All right. Okay. What about external and environmental influences? Yeah. Y'all can see, like, for instance, for those of you all who are creating, like if you have a YouTube channel, right? Just look at some of the comments under YouTube pages and see who's putting the comments under. A lot of times, like, For example, um, if you have any kind of a platform whatsoever, see how cruel people are to artists, anybody who has any kind of a platform. Those same energies, if when not just if, but when they're in their north node and they start building their confidence and start believing in their dreams, ideally they're going to assume everything is going to go perfect for them. They're going to assume that their sound is going to be right. The background setting is going to be right. They're not going to have any flaws. Everything is just going to be perfect, right? But the same thing that they're doing to people right now, like attacking people on social media, the same thing is going to happen to them. Not because people are wishing it on them, but Source is making sure people come out of that judgmental, oh, they need to have this, they need to have that, this, I need to have everything done, microwave kind of stuff needs to happen right away, right? No matter how much of a perfectionist you are, you're going to experience some kind of, judgment, right? Some kind of judgment, right? So Source is saying, learn how to keep some things close to the cup. If people are trying to help you and trying to show you, there's a way to connect with people, to let people know, hey, let me help you with this or let me help you with that. So let me see. Let's see what else we have going on. Hopes and fears. So how hopes and fears? Okay. So I see you being able to defend your decision to move on from something without even coming across as defensive. And this is right here. Yeah. This is 7 days. 7 days. Right? So what I see you doing is like weekly checkups with yourself, right? So this video is for the 4th until, like I said, the 11/12th, which pushes us like, so if you look at it like the 12th, that's the last day for the Lionsgate portal. Lionsgate portal is open until the 12th, right? It peaks on the 8th, but it's open until the 12th, right? So that's a period of manifestation. That's a period of manifestation. So here we have outcome. So what is the outcome? What is the outcome? So yeah, what is the outcome? What is the outcome? Yeah. So yeah, you're taking your power with you. This is what I always talk about, recalling your power, right? This is what I always talk about, recalling your power. Something is complete. Yeah, something is complete, right? So you inspired some energies, right? You inspired some energies here, right? So we have 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords here, right? So you closed out you closed out something by just literally walking away, not giving any air to anything. So 7 is the number for inspiration, spirituality, peace, truth, meditation, and wisdom, right? And not assuming that when you recalled all of yourself back, like you didn't leave any fragments of you out there in the universe. You just recalled all of your energy, right? This here is you not assuming that somebody is talking negatively about you or doing some kind of injustice to you when you walk away. You're not assuming the worst, right? If you're a person that's not talking about people behind your back, why would you assume that other people are talking about you behind your back when you walk away? Why? I mean, that's a waste of energy, right? So this right here would be like days, right? So weeks. Wands would be days, and then swords would be weeks, right? So weeks may have gone by, or 7 days, 7 weeks, may have gone by, right? And people are still, like I said, looking for like cracks. Oh, let's see, okay, let's just give it some more time to see if Aquarius is going to say something negative about, behind, someone's back. Like I said, take all pieces of you with you, recall all your energy. You don't even have to look back and see if someone's saying anything negative. Just sending all of that spell work back. Don't even do an injustice to yourself. Don't even give it any air. Yeah. Take all pieces with you. Take all pieces with you. So yeah, the cycle is over. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. So yeah. So partnerships are here. Partnerships are here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. What I'm picking up on is really positive energy here, actually, for you all. I feel like you may have had, you got to remember too something is that as an air sign for you, you pick up on not only your energy, but you pick up on other people's energy as well. So this is where you want to get out and get some air and also get some sun. Get some sun, get near the water. Something could have been said to you that could have been overwhelming, you know, to you. It could have been something, somebody could have said something that could have reminded you of something that was really, really cold, that you could have heard from somewhere you came from. Like this right here, this means that you left your past behind, right? And something could have just reminded you, somebody said something, or, you know, could have reminded you of something where you came from that was just like, oh, whoa, okay. Right? So ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Right? Easy for me to receive. Right? So yeah. So yeah, you don't have to continue on. You don't have to believe the worst about anybody. Yeah. Yeah, heartache and loss here. And then temptation, right? Yeah, you don't have to demonize anybody, right? Yeah. Yep. So this is the devil card here. And then, so you don't have to even speak about anything. Certain things you don't even have to speak about. Because what the devil does is just shines a mirror back to something, right? So, yeah. You don't have to worry about what people are saying about you behind your back at all. Never. You never have to worry about what people are saying about you behind your back. But anyway, this is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I was trying to see if there was any other oracle cards, but yeah, the cycle is over. You can just move forward. But I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it here. So congratulations to you, to whatever it is that you've been believing in. You know, like in somebody has psychic abilities here. I don't know what kind of psychic abilities you have. It could be all the clairs, clairvoyance, cognizance, sentient, audience, whatever. But whatever you've been believing in, Source is partnering you with whomever Source is partnering you with. And something is very powerful, like I said, coming together for you. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, whoever you are. Whoever you are. But something is going to feel like it's just kind of like falling right in place. Something is going to feel like it's just like easy. Like I said, easy. It's going to be, like I said right here, easy for you to receive. Easy for you to receive. It's just going to be like, oh, wow, okay. Why didn't you do something sooner? So if it's card reading, it's going to feel like, oh, wow. It's just kind of, things just kind of come together for you. It's just going to come together. You're going to see the numbers on your channel just going to go up, 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 and up. And even with that, you'll see. You know, look at some of my comments. I mean, you can't respond to every little thing. Things happen. Mercury is retrograde. You'll have sound problems. Certain things will happen. You'll have, you know, because it's part of communication. But the main thing here is you're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. You're inspiring other people. You know, you're inspiring other people. There are going to be people who are thinking that you're talking about them because we're human beings. Everybody has something in common. There are going to be some people who are thinking that you're competing with them because just because in the physical realm, you know, who knows? But anyway, make a decision. Make a decision. The universe is in your favor. I see you being very successful. Some things you need to leave, like I said, outside of your vault door. You know, people who, you know, don't believe, you know, in your dreams. They're not supportive of your dreams. That's going to be a distraction for any air sign. You all are thinkers. So that's not something you need to add to what you're thinking about. So that's what I have for you. All right.